I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
What's up, guys? Joking Me Crazy signing on. The bike's running a little hairy at the moment, so I thought I'd just take a little ride up the road just to do a quick vlog for everyone. Don't want to keep it too long between vlogs. As you can see, I'm riding gloveless today. My fault, of course. I left my other helmet at my girlfriend's house and coincidentally left my gloves there as well. So, as most of you know, riding without gloves is one of the weirdest feelings on the fucking planet. As I was saying, the bike's running a little hairy at the moment. The fuel pump is vapor locking when it gets too hot. So, in this summer weather, you know, you can't ride it for too long before it heats up pretty quick and the whole thing just stops. But, you know, I should have that fixed in the next week or two, so won't be too long before I'm back on the road permanently again and doing some more vlogs for you guys. But anyway, on to the main part of the vlog. What I want to chat about today is crashes. More so your first crash. It's a more so for a beginner's perspective. I guess I could say, you know, what to expect when you have your first crash, whether it be just dropping it in a car park or coming off at speed. The one rule I always stick by, whether I drop it in the car park or at a crash at speed, don't panic. It's gonna happen. It still happens to the best of us. I've been riding years. I drop my bike more often than I should. Not saying I'm a bad rider. Not saying anyone's a bad rider. But it just happens. And it's gonna happen to the best of us. You don't need to be embarrassed. You don't need to feel guilty like you've got to explain yourself to someone. It's crashing. It's gonna happen to everyone. But as I said, that first rule I always stick by. Do not panic when you crash. Second rule, don't get up straight away. Just sit there for a minute. Make sure that you're alright. Make sure there's no broken bones. Make sure you're not concussed to all hell. I used to race motocross. I've had a lot of concussions in my day, and it's not a fun thing, guys. Take that fucking seriously. That shit can fuck you up real bad. Hopefully, when it does come to the time that you have your little spill, whether that be a little spill or you, like I said, you come off at speed, you're gonna have people with you. They're gonna help you. Don't worry about anybody else. They'll make sure the traffic stops. They're gonna do their best to make sure that you're safe, providing they're good people, of course. You know, maybe they're assholes and don't want to help you at all, but you know, 99% of the time, they're going to get off their bikes and they're going to help you. They're worried about your safety just as much as you are. And chances are, guys, your first crash is probably going to be your most embarrassing one. If it's anything like me, you're probably going to drop it at a set of lights. My first crash, being on a road bike, I pulled up at a set of lights, stuck my foot down, and it slipped out from under me. It was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done, especially with about 20 other cars around me. But thankfully, the lady behind me was nice enough to get out of her car and help me out. And I hope that for everyone, for you, you'd do the same for someone if they crashed in front of you. Whether it be on a bike or a car, it doesn't matter. If someone's had an accident, you help them out. Okay, I don't even remember what rule I'm up to, so we'll just go from here. Don't worry about the bike. A bike's replaceable. That's what we've got insurance for. A bike can be fixed or replaced. It doesn't matter. You can't. Well, I guess in some ways you can, you know, plates, screws, whatever. But, you know, there's always the risk of, you know, you're not coming out of that crash alive. Not that I wish that on anyone, and I hope no one would ever wish that on anyone. But, you know, everyone knows that risk. Every time we get on the bike, it's life and death. Also, if there's any car drivers out there watching this video, please, if you see a bike or a car or whatever vehicle that is on the road with a L plate or a P plate on it, please give them some more room. There's a reason they have them plates on there, and it's because they're learning. They don't need you sitting up their arse to make them even more nervous. They're already nervous, guys. And you're just adding more danger to the situation. And I'm sure any of you don't want to go home knowing that you've either injured someone greatly or killed someone. The reason I wanted to do this video, guys, is I actually had a crash yesterday, which was Saturday, so by the time the vlog's up, it'll probably be Monday. Anyway, I was down over the New South Wales border, coming through quite a tight little twisty road. It was pissing down rain. I come over a blind corner. As I've started to turn in, a car come around on the wrong side of the road. And it was a pretty abrupt thing. I didn't have much time to think about it, but in saying that, I still made a rookie error. I tapped the brakes, and it was just enough to let the bike slide out from under me. We weren't moving fast. We were only doing about 40 kilometers an hour, but still, that's still a decent speed to slide out at. The reason I'm so upset about that crash in particular is not because I crashed. Well, it is because I crashed, but when I crashed, I was actually on my girlfriend's bike. She does know about it, guys, so, you know, I did tell her straight away. She did understand that I got put in a situation where there wasn't much I could do. It was very wet. There was cliffs on either side of me, so counter steering and moving over too far could have possibly been pretty fatal. And she understands, you know. It didn't get too damaged. There's just a few panels that are scratched up. Something that can be replaced, you know. I have a few little dings on me, but nothing serious. But I just wanted to give a big shout out to her. I love you, babe. I'm so sorry. I still feel so guilty about it. And I'm gonna fix it. I promise. And it'll be 1,000 times better. But yeah, anyway, guys, that was my reason for doing the video today. I just wanted to talk about, you know, people's crashes. Chuck in the comments about your first crash. And yeah, guys, just remember that first rule, please. Just don't panic when it happens. And it will happen. Please don't think I'm trying to scare you, because I'm not. I like to tell the truth, you know. I like to tell things how they are. Anyway, guys, as always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the videos. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Jerking Me Crazy, signing off.